What up? What up? What up? Y'all, this is Raven, and I'm back with an update on my fasting routines. But first and foremost, go ahead and hit the like and subscribe and comment on this video. So I'm going to talk about, I've been on a 72-hour fast this week, and I'm currently on a 48-hour fast, so I'm coming in to talk about that. So if you want to know more about that, stick around to this video. Don't go nowhere. Okay, y'all. So I started my 72-hour fast on Monday or Sunday night. I started at 200 pounds. I had got down to the 194, which I had mentioned that in my first video. But of course, with the holidays and everything, I got back up to 200 pounds, long story short. So, I started at 200 pounds. So, I lost a total of 6 pounds on my 72-hour fast when I broke my fast. So, I went from 200 back to the 194 in just 3 days and 72 hours. And, so I just want to talk about that. That was my first time doing a 72-hour fast. Like, since I started, snake diet, this fasting focused lifestyle, I have only did 48. So this was my first time doing a 72-hour fast. And y'all, at first I thought I was going to die or something. I don't know. I was just like, I don't know if I can do this. But anyways, I pushed through and I did it like I knew I could. And so I was so ready for my refeed. So but yeah, it was just it wasn't hard at all. Like, I mean, it was basically like a 48. Like I talked about in my first video that I posted. As long as you keep yourself busy, stay doing something. When I thought about food, I just find me something to do. So I could take my mind off of it. I don't even think about it no more. So, like the first 24 hours was like a dry fast, really, because on the first day after I've eaten, the day before, I don't even really think about food or drinking nothing. So the first 24 hours was like a dry fast. Then after that, at that 24-hour mark, I started getting kind of thirsty and stuff, hungry. So of course, the last 2 days of the 72-hour fast, I, of course, drinking my snake juice and my water. But y'all, I don't know what I did this time, but when I tell y'all, my stomach was tore up. Y'all, I'm serious. Like, I was like, from what I knew, I was just doing the same stuff that I had been doing. When I fix my snake juice, I normally tend to fix mine just in a bottle of water. And I'm gonna be honest, like when I first started following this, doing fasting, I was measuring out my salt, my pink salt and my no salt. But after that those first couple of days when I was fasting and stuff, I hadn't did it anymore. I just basically just eyeball it. But y'all, I don't know what I did, but my eyeballing must not have been correct. I don't know. But when I tell y'all, I know I should be fully cleaned out. Like, seriously, because it was just, I don't know, but I'm going to have to start measuring these salts out because I had no idea. When I fixed the water, like I said, I just fixed it like I had been fixing. So I I didn't think it was too much, but apparently it was. So, y'all, I was just running. Do you hear me? Like, I couldn't even go nowhere. I had to stay at home because when it come, it come. And I know this is TMI, but I just gotta be real. This was a part of my fast. So if I'm gonna talk about the fast, I gotta, tell you about all this. So please, please, please be careful when measuring your salts and, fixing your snake juice. Measure that and, be careful with it because it can land you in the bathroom. Seriously. So, I did experience that. And then this time when I did my 72-hour fast, I have been last month or two, I have been experiencing some pain on the right side, like in my back area. So of course I've been to the doctor for it or whatever. Of course they gave me some pain medicine or something. But I was just figuring, after watching videos and just researching, I was just figuring that it probably was coming from my liver, from all these years of just eating, whatever, and a horrible diet. I have been dieting and trying to eat right for years, but for the most part, I still eat a standard American diet. So, I just figured that's where it's, coming from. So, I've been experimenting, trying to, like I said, get back, cut the sugar all the way down, the carbs and all that stuff. So this time I was like, I'm going to pay real close attention to my body when I'm doing this 72-hour fast, just to see if I experience any pain and stuff like that on my right side like I had been doing. And when I tell y'all, I have not experienced any pain. And when I'm fasting, I feel great. Like I have not, my side and back and stuff on the right side has not been hurting at all. And then like when I first started fasting a couple weeks ago, I noticed that when I refeed or whatever, I was still experiencing some pain, a little bit of pain. But then when I thought about it this time, I said, I was really kind of eating, whatever I want, because Cole talk about how, it really don't matter what you eat, just eat, but, and I was still losing weight. I was, still kind of dipping and dabbing in some carbs and, maybe a little sugar or something, but, still, trying not to overdo it. But like I said, I was still experiencing pain. So I said, this time, when I did my refeed, after my 72-hour fast, I was so ready for my refeed. I had it planned out. I barbecued. I fixed me some. I barbecued some hamburgers, or cheeseburgers. I had ribeye steaks, and I barbecued a Boston butt. And the way I do my Boston butt is I, of course, season it with all my, traditional seasons that I like to use. And I use beer on it, to tenderize it. So I do know that there was a few carbs from that beer. But other than that, that was all. I did eat some slaw. Or I made some slaw to go with, my barbecue. And I did use, of course, full fat mayo. And then to, sweeten it up a bit, I just use some, some sugar free. I think I use my monk fruit. So, yeah, so that refeed, was very, very, very low carbs. So, and like I said, when I did my refeed, I didn't feel any pain. I have not felt any pain on my right side since then. I still have just been feeling great, lovely. So I'm kind of, I'm paying attention to that about my body. It's like, it's, whatever it is, it's something, I feel that it's something, irritating it when I eat carbs and sugar. So I don't know if it's my gallbladder or liver or what, but I have since then ordered a detoxing the gallbladder and liver book. I saw that over on Snake Diet Sasha YouTube page. I watch all of her videos, and she talks about a gallbladder and liver cleanse that she did. And so I did go ahead and order that book, and so when it comes in, I'm gonna read it, and I'm gonna try to do that, because just to detox and clean out my gallbladder and liver, because I'm quite sure that's what it is. And so I am gonna do that. So that's that. That's about my 72-hour fast and my refeed. Okay, so it's a few hours later. So I finished up talking about the 72-hour fast. So as I stated, I was currently on a 48-hour fast that just ended just a little while ago. And I broke my fast by eating a ribeye steak, and I ate some of a cauliflower crust pizza. So it was a chicken bacon ranch pizza. And like I said, the crust was like a keto cauliflower crust. So that's how I just broke my fast. And before I broke my fast, I weighed in at 190 pounds. So since my 72-hour fast, during my 48-hour fast, I have lost an additional 4 pounds. So I lost 6 pounds, 6 pounds on my 72-hour fast, and in the 48-hour fast that just ended, I lost an additional 4 pounds. So 10 pounds in 5 days, a 72 and a 48. So I'm happy about that. So that's all I have for this video. I'm going to continue to bring updates about my progress. I've already started back fast. I'm back on my fast again right now. I have made my mind up about what I'm gonna do, whether I'm gonna do a 72 or 48 this time. It is the weekend, so it just gets more, what's the word I'm looking for? Harder, I guess, for me on the weekend, because you're just out and about, or you just kind of like winging it. But I'm gonna try to stay on track and continue my fast. I know I'm gonna continue to fast, but sometimes I'll break and like do a one meal or whatever a day. But I'm gonna try to stick with my either 48 or 72. I'm feeling fine right now. So we'll just see. When I come back in for my update, I'll tell what I did, and everything like that. Bye, y'all.